So I'm at work. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I don't know if it's funny, but like a story time from work last night. I work at Joanne's. I gave like a tidbit. I had to hurry up because I was on my break. But I had this customer last night who I cannot. Um, who I was ringing and I was taking care of customers. We had a line. We had a crying child in our line. Came out to me and asked me. She came up with a bunch of fabric asking me if I could check the prices. And I'm like, well, I just came up here. I haven't even logged on to my handheld yet. And I have a line. I'm like, is the cutting counter busy? She was like, yeah, they're busy back there. And she's like, well, you just can't stop what you're doing to see how much these are for me. And I said, no. I said, if you want to stand here and wait, like we are understaffed today, or if you can find somebody on the floor. I don't know who's on the floor. And she goes, so you really can't just stop? So-and-so's done it for me before. I said, no, ma'am. These customers have been waiting. No. And I was in the middle of a transaction on top of that. And so she goes, what's your name? Yessie. Would you like my social security number as well? She goes, excuse me? I didn't fall, trip, or stumble over my words. You heard me. You heard me. Like, I just could not with the privilege. Then she stayed my whole shift. I worked 5 to close, and she stayed up until the last minute. Then I had to go to the cutting counter because we were short-staffed to help. And a new girl was taking care of her. And then she was rude to her regarding the fabric. And then as I walked by, she tells my coworker, her over there was so rude to me. And the 2 people, my 2 coworkers that were back there were like, well, you must have did something to her because she's not like that. Sorry, coworker came to say hi. So, yeah, she stayed my whole shift. And I was like, I'm glad my coworker said what they said to her. But if you go into a Joann's, like, be patient. Just be patient. I'm fortunate to have a full-time job to come into. But some of my coworkers don't. They don't know what they're gonna do. And it literally costs you nothing to be kind. It costs you nothing. It's literally free. It's literally free. It's literally free. And then there was something else. Oh, but yeah, this lady stayed my whole shift. I don't know if she thought she was gonna get a sorry out of me because I wasn't sorry for what I said, and I don't know who she was gonna call. Like, we don't have corporate. We don't have corporate. We are understaffed. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm rolling this bitch till the wheels fall off. And at this point, I'm not the only one, but we're reciprocating energy. We're tired. We're overworked. We can't talk about what our compensation is at the end of the store, which is shit. Like, I'll just tell you that. And, it's just like, then don't come in. Don't bring in that energy. And I don't know about all the other Joann employees, but I'm so tired of hearing, where are we supposed to get our fabric? Well, where are my fellow employees? We're supposed to find jobs. Like, where you're gonna get your fabric, I don't know. Support your local fabric store. Support, businesses. I'm not sure. I don't know. And stop asking us when we're closing. We don't know. I guess we find out when you guys find out. We're not withholding information. It's the most annoying thing. When is your last day? When are things going cheaper? I have so many stories that are just insane that I'm just so befuddled with, if that's even a word. But yeah, like, just be kind to the coworkers. Like, we are overworked. I'm sorry, we kinds of Joanne workers, like, we're overworked, underpaid, and some people just don't have a choice but to go in. You just don't know what someone's going through. At least costs you nothing to not add to somebody's bad day. I know personally, I work at Joann's because I'm literally rebuilding my whole life. I left a bad relationship that messed with my mental health. Joanne helps me. The money that I make helps me fund my therapy that I get through BetterHelp, which I pay weekly for. Like, you just don't know. Some of these women that I work with, like, have lost their spouses, like, trying to keep a roof over their head, using this job as a way to keep themselves busy and interact with people, to keep food on the table. This is their only means of income, and they still come in with a smile on their face. And you got customers thinking that they're so above everybody that are just nasty. Not everybody, because the customer I had prior to her, he was fun, and I met a real estate agent who had a YSL bag, and I thought she was really, like, nice. But my daughter liked her bag. She said she liked my glasses. But, like, it literally costs you nothing. Like, if you're in a bad mood, don't go into Joann's. Just don't do it. My recommendation. Me personally, I'm gonna reciprocate your energy. If you're rude, I'm gonna be rude right back. If you're nice, I'm gonna be kind. So that's my story time. And if this video makes it to the lady that stayed till my shift was over thinking she was gonna get an apology, I'm still not sorry.